Big Sky Country, Montana with another awesome haul video for you guys. Thank you so much to everyone who stopped by the Whatnot show last Friday. If you're watching this the day it comes out, we're getting those books packed up and shipped out today, and we have another awesome Whatnot show this Friday. Link down in the description for $15 towards your first purchase. I got a ton of inventory that I still need to work through. I'll flip this around and show you real quick, but for the foreseeable future, there's going to be tons of new stuff hitting the website, tons of awesome slab shows on Whatnot. We also have Whatnot Con coming up with some exciting drops and new stuff there, so you can go bookmark all those shows over on Whatnot. And the books that you're about to see in this video are now available at brycecomics.com. Use code COLLECT10 for 10% off. That code is always active, and while you're there, sign up for the newsletter. That's where you get first notification of new inventory, and you get entered to win a free slab. This month we're giving away a Star Wars #1. We also do a giveaway every single month here on the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, comment, and like, you're entered to win a free slab. This month we're giving away a 12-cent Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man book, so make sure you get entered to win that. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff in store. Let's flip this camera around. So this is that collection I bought from my friend Alan that I paid $50,000. We have pulled like some of the bigger issues and stuff in here, but I still need to go through and process all of this. There's a bunch of runs like Invaders and Star Wars and all kinds of awesome stuff, even some magazines. So these, I don't know if I'm going to do a video on that. Maybe I'll do a video just like flipping through and showing the runs. There's even a nice little run of Amazing Spider-Man. So that is still to come, so you know, keep your eye on the website and stuff. And I also wanted to start with this. This is the box set from 1999 for Superman Masterpiece Edition #1. This is the first authorized reprint, I believe, like one-to-one reprint with the ads and everything of Superman #1. And it came in here, and so it came originally as a raw comic book right there in that little pouch, and that's why it's so difficult to find them in 9.8, is because, you know, it was just distributed like this. And it comes with this, which is a book that has some really cool history and stuff of Superman, and this figure as well, which is completely unopened, new in box, or mint in box. I'm not sure what the terminology is for action figure pieces like that. And then this is the box that it comes in. The outside box is in really good condition as well. I mean, some minor, you know, issues and stuff, but I've seen some that look a lot worse than this. So this will be on the website as a complete set, and then let's get into these books. Starting off with a couple bangers here, we got Giant Size X-Men #1 in a 7.5 with white pages. First appearance of the new X-Men: Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Thunderbird. I was watching X-Men 97 last night. I'm recording this the day after X-Men 97 came out. I got all excited. I forgot for a minute that this is Storm's first appearance, because I was watching her on the screen. I'm like, what is the first appearance of Storm? I'm like, oh yeah, no wonder Giant Size X-Men is like one of the most coveted Bronze Age books of all time. And one of the great things about Giant Size X-Men #1 is it's a square bound book, and you can get copies like this that present like literally like a 9.8, you know, very, very clean copies. And for structural reasons, because it's a square bound book, it can have defects that just result in it being a 7.5. There is a little ding up here in the corner, but you can go pull up on the website at brycecomics.com, pull up the magnifying glass and get a closer look at this. I mean, this thing presents absolutely beautifully, and I'll put the notes on the screen. I think it was staining that resulted in it being a 7.5, some light staining. And two things that are really difficult with crack and press is square bound books and staining. And so I'm just not going to risk it. I can't do it myself. I know there are people out there that are very well versed in both of those things, so could be a good bump opportunity for this book, although that top right corner is definitely going to tap it out. I think no higher than an 8.5 with a corner defect like that. Ultimate Fallout #4, 9.6 white pages, first appearance, first print of Miles Morales. Something's Killing the Children #1, first appearance of Erica Slaughter, first print. Avengers #1 in a 1.8 with off-white pages, origin and first appearance of the Avengers. I just absolutely love these early iterations of Hulk and Iron Man especially. Spawn 174 at a 9.8. This is the first cameo, I believe, of Gunslinger, and I think 175 is the first full. DC Comics presents number 26 and 9.8 white pages, newsstand edition, first appearance of the new Teen Titans. In preview, Spawn Black and White, number 1, signed by Todd McFarlane. Incredibly hard to find, especially for a good price, because, you know, Spawn collectors are just not going to let this one go for anything less than like full fair market value. It's got the awesome white Todd signature with the custom label, absolutely stunning. Incredible Hulk 377 second print, 9.8 white. Kind of my white whale in comics is the third print in a 9.8 of this. I've never seen it come through the shop. I've never seen it for a reasonable price listed. Fluctuates a lot because of how rare it is, but that's kind of my little white whale. I'm pretty sure if I get it for a reasonable price, the third print, which has a yellow background, I'm pretty sure just out of principle that's going to have to stay in the PC. Batman number 1 signed by Greg and Scott. Ghost number 2 from 1952 in Fiction House Comics in a 5.0 classic lingerie cover. Just a really cool pre-code horror 10 center from 1952. Something's Killing the Children number 4. I've always loved this cover. First appearance of Aaron, I believe. Amazing Spider-Man number 299 and 9.6 signed by Todd McFarlane, custom label. Iron Man number 55 and an 8.0, first appearance of Thanos, Mentor, Drax, and the Blood Brothers and Star Fox and Kronos. A major key for Guardians of the Galaxy and Thanos, and it's just the cover that kind of holds this one back a little bit. I think if they would have focused on Thanos, man, we would have a major, at least the value would be a lot higher than it is. Pretty affordable for how significant that key issue is. Ultimate Fallout number 4 in a 9.6, signed by Shameik Moore. He's the voice actor for Into the Spider-Verse for Miles Morales. And this one is the second print, Kelly variant. Saga number 1, first appearance of Marco and so many others. This is the first print. I think I might have a 5th print in here too. John Wick number 1, this is the second print. First comic book appearance of John Wick. Hulk 180 in a 5.0, first cameo of Wolverine. X-Men 101, origin and first appearance of Phoenix in a 7. Thrilling Comics 62 from 1947, just an awesome airbrush Alex Schomburg cover. You never go wrong with that. I think it's only a couple $100 for these. I mean, just awesome Golden Age books. Thrilling 65, another airbrushed Alex Schomburg, and this one I submitted myself. I got it raw. I don't even think I pressed it, to be honest. I was getting ready to move here to Montana, and I don't know, I submitted it. I think I needed one. I always throw a book in my submissions of like a high value so that they open the box sooner. That might have been the case on this. Origin and first appearance of the Silver Age Clayface for Tech 298 in a 6.0. X-Men number 4, first appearance of Omega Red. Batman 366. I always appreciate seeing these in 9.8 because of how often I see them come in raw collections, and there's just no way they're going to be 9.8. So to see it in 9.8 is really cool. First time Jason Todd appears in the Robin costume. Hulk 379 newsstand, awesome cover here by Dale Keown. The Joker, first solo series for the Joker from 1975 and a 9.4. ASM 300, Dino White, origin and first full appearance of Venom. Kanan, we got some Kanan keys. We got number 6, the first full of Sabine Wren, and Kanan the Last Padawan number 1, the first cameo. I think CGC notates it as the first here and nothing, but this is the first cameo. Number 6 is the first full. Got a sketch edition, which would be really cool to get custom sketch by your favorite artist. ASM 316, first full cover appearance of Venom. Phantom number 1 from 1962. This was really cool to see. It's just the first gold key appearance of the Phantom, and it's got this awesome skull cover, and they also have it on the back as almost, they call it a pin-up, but it's almost like a virgin edition of the front. Really cool, rare gold key. Marvel Tales 106 and a 1.0. Presents really well for a 1.0. Just some pre-code horror, classic trade dress, really nice, affordable looking pre-code horror book. Venom number 3, first full appearance of Noel. EC, this is the three-dimensional EC Classics number 1 that came with 3D glasses. They are included in this. They just happen to be detached, but it is a complete copy. It's manufactured with 2 pairs of 3D glasses. The only issue for this one, I think it switches, yeah, it switches to 3D Tales from the Crypt of Terror after that. But a really cool Harvey Kurtzman Pre-Code Horror cover. This is an awesome set of custom sketches by Tyler Kirkham and signatures for the Whatnot reprint of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. So you've got all the different versions here. With this little slice of pizza right there is a custom sketch, and they all have it. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 turtles, all with the custom sketch, all 9.8. Really awesome to see that. She-Hulk number 1, origin, first full appearance of She-Hulk. Black Hammer number 1, first appearance of Abraham Slam. Legends of the Dark Knight number 8. This is the incentive cover, which is an awesome Scarecrow cover, and it's really hard to find this. It's, I think, just a low print run, but it's not super expensive or anything. Strange Tales 158, first full appearance of the Living Tribunal. X-Men 121, first full appearance of Alpha Flight. Another Tyler Kirkham Battle Damage cover for Superman number 4. This is the Whatnot Virgin Edition, and that Superman symbol there is a custom sketch. X-Men 130 in an 8.0, first appearance of the Dazzler. Watchmen number 1 in a 9.6. Marvel Team Up number 2. It's just so cool to see, you know, 1972 books and 9.8. Amazing Heroes. This is the first concept art, I believe, of Venom. I think kind of an overlooked book. I mean, not a ton of Venom collectors even know about it, but, you know, maybe that's a good thing and keeps it relatively affordable in a 9.6. Web of Spider-Man number 18 in 9.8 white. Nova 19 in a 9.8 white, origin first appearance of Blackout. ASM 361 in a 9.8 white pages newsstand. This was a 9.6, and I just cracked it out and resubmitted it. I didn't even press it. It came back to 9.8. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Avengers Annual 10. This was another one that I cracked out and resubmitted without pressing. It was a 9.6, it came back a 9.6, and there's graders notes. It has a pressable defect, and the same story with this one. I was just getting ready to move here, and I just didn't have time to throw them in the press, and so anyways, both these Avengers Annual 10, 9.6, and this have pressable defects. They absolutely could be a 9.8, but at this point, it's like I already spent the grading fees and the shipping. It's just whatever. I'm just gonna sell it as is. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8 in a 9.6. Shogun Warriors number 1 in a 9.8. Thor 337 9.6 white newsstand edition, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Thor 411, first appearance of the New Warriors. Nova number 1 in a 9.2, origin first appearance of Nova in Dick Ryder. Invaders Annual number 1 in a 9.6. I've always loved this cover. I just think it's awesome seeing the Invaders. Godzilla number 16, 9.8 whites. Godzilla number 1, I think that's how you're supposed to say it, 9.8 whites. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 10. This is one of my favorite Doom covers of all time. 9.8 white. Secret Wars 8 in a 9.4 newsstand. Star Wars number 20 in a 9.8. Number 17 in a 9.8 white. Number 16 in a 9.8 white. Number 22. And number 24. And Invaders number 31. This is a crazy cover. There's so many Nazi covers in this Invaders run because it's a big part of the story arc. But here's Frankenstein as a Nazi knocking out Cap. I mean, what in the world? I had never seen this before. I would imagine it's very affordable. I haven't even looked at the price. But man, that seems like a crazy cover grab. Like, I think it's a no-brainer on that one. Spider-Woman #1, new origin of Spider-Woman, a new costume, 9/8 white. Rom #1, origin and first appearance of Rom, first appearance of Brandy Clark and the Dire Wraiths. So, in theory, since this book came out in 1979, the direct edition should be more rare, because in 1978, 1979 is when they first started putting the barcodes on books. So this one is 1978, and I believe they're all newsstand for this, and then they started putting the line through the barcode. This would mean it's a direct edition. This is when comic book shops first started popping up, like specifically dedicated to comics, and they would get direct editions instead of the newsstand in 1979. So in theory, some 1979 books, or 1978 even, direct editions would be incredibly rare, and then it flip-flops over time. But in actuality, when you go and look at this on eBay, it seems pretty even. There's like an even number of newsstands and direct. So there could be other distribution things that happen that could account for that for some books other than others. I used to like really hunt early direct editions, but especially for like Amazing Spider-Man, but it was so rare and so frustrating because you just hardly ever found them, and when you did that, I just gave up on it. I was like, I'm not enjoying that form of collecting. Spider-Woman #20, this is the first meeting of Spider-Man and Spider-Woman, direct edition. Same story with this one, 1979, but they seem to be pretty plentiful in both direct and newsstand. Machine Man #1 in 9.8 white pages from 1978. Incredible Hulk #182, the first appearance of Hammer and Anvil, the first appearance and death of Crackerjack, and there's a Wolverine cameo on the last page. And Tales to Astonish Volume 2 #1 reprints Submariner #1 with that awesome Submariner cover. So it seems as though Brian forgot to record the outro for today's video. So go ahead and enjoy a clip from 4 months ago before we moved the shop 2 different times. So enjoy that outro, and that's all from me. All right. So thanks for sticking with us all the way to the end of the video. Happy New Year, you guys. Can't wait to see what's in store for 2024. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.